Hi everybody, it's late night alleyway. I just kind of got home from work at the restaurant, and I don't know, I'm just feeling compelled. I just had a little like texty chatty with Matty on about his cool new oil burner thing. I'm super stoked for him for that. Yes! And I miss like having a little live with you guys and cooking stuff, but it is a big weekend for us, and we are seasonal here in Florida, and it is freezing. I know you guys are all like hating it right now because it is so cold, and I feel for you, but even here in sunny Florida, it is cold. So I feel for you guys out there in the rest of the world, and yeah. I have a couple of little things, I guess. Like I've done a little bit of witchy hauls, like a little thrift storing, but I don't have, that I haven't shown. And I think actually there's a few more. But anyway, and I'm like wearing my little emerald beads. I love them so much. I love them. My prayer beads. But, so, I do want to say a couple of words, actually. Like, what was this whole deal on YouTube about people having like a drink while you're on? Like, what is that? That's up to the person, you know. Like, hi, I'm having a glass of wine. I have worked my tail off all night long, and I'm gonna have a little glass of wine right now and share a couple of things that I found in the thrift, as well as something that came in the mail today from Amazon. To decide if you want to have a glass of wine or something on your channel or your live or whatever, then that's up to you. You're a big person, they're a big person, we're adults here, and that's the thing. I'm gonna agree with Simon 100%. It's YouTube, and it is you. It's about you and whatever your deal is, and if not, then check out, you know, like peace out on it. You don't have to. You do you, and if somebody doesn't like it, then they need to go away from your channel. It's not up to you to tell them what to do. And that's part of, in this community, I think what is like so great and wonderful is that we all appreciate each other like human beings, everyday life, right? Because in everyday life we all have we all live, and we all work, and we all play, and we all dream, and we all think, and we all want to grow, and we all want to learn, and we all have our ways of getting to that process. So cheers. There's my drink of wine. Alright, no soapbox. Instead, let's get on the candle box. Actually, there's something across the room too I forgot to pull to show you. I'm super excited about you. So I got this little hair. I got a hair for our friends, and I love him very much. And there's been a lot out in the world lately, thrifting, but this guy is like handmade, and then was also fired in a kiln with his, and he's purple and like spotty, and somebody made him. And I have never liked hairs before. I've never been, you know, but this is part of my path, like learning about things, and all of a sudden some creature that now that resonates more, or needs to be, I need to learn more or pay respect to, and somebody else created him and gave him this purple color and this beautiful fired glazing, and I love him very much. So there's my hair. And then I found this guy. This is a candle holder, and it's carved out of stone and weighs like 1 gazillion pounds. And it is, just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? It's gorgeous. But it's cool. You know why it's cool? Tea light. Taper. Tea light. Taper. You pick a candle and it works here. And I think on my altar it's gonna sit in the earth zone, in the earth element, because of the fact that it was carved from stone, and it can hold and represent earth elements. So there's that. And then I found another thing I'm going to send Jen to, but I won't show you that. I talked about before making your own Book of Shadows and using an old book, right? And I wanted to use that giant encyclopedia of organic gardening from like 1972 or whenever it was put out. But I can't. I just can't do that to that book. I just want it so badly to stay in its own way. But I just found this one. So this, you like those? It's Star Wars sound effects. It's like Jedi stuff. Anyway, this book is it's Dr. Zhivago, and it comes complete with a built-in bookmark. This, and this pressing, it has, I kind of feel bad about this one too, but not as bad as the organic gardening. But Dr. Zhivago, and this pressing, this is from 1957, and I'm gonna totally just kill it. So, and I know how to do this. The cool thing about this is that it is bound correctly. Like if you, and I'll do a video on that too, as a matter of fact, because you have to take pages out of this in the leaves. Sections have to come out in order for this to become a proper, like, repurposed book. We have to make this, we have to take some of those chunks out. So I'm going to do it. I think it's so rad. Look at that. It's like gold foiled. That's too much wine. Gold foiled and beautiful. Dr. Zhivago. And came with this too. The Victorian replica binding. Apparently this is a big deal. And I'm just going to chop it up. So yeah, we have to take out chunks of it, but we have to do it in these certain places where it was bound together, where it was sewn together. And then we'll gesso it up in some areas so that it can take glue and writing and all the things. And this, my friends, is going to become my Book of Shadows. Repurposed. Cool Book of Shadows. I love it. I love it. Don't you love it? I love it. Okay. So there's that. Pardon me for one moment, because I got to show you something else. I found Lucy Hammett's Wildflower Bingo for $1.98 at Goodwill. Yes, this is, I don't really know entirely what you're supposed to do with this, except for the fact that no one's ever played with this before, which is super cool. But it has all these cards, botanical cards in it. So I'm guessing, like, when you do bingo, you go like B10, and then people go, oh yes, B10, or G25, and then people go, oh yes, G25. So in this case, you would go wild geranium, and then people would look on their card, which I was also given. Well, they were in the box; they weren't given to me. I paid $1.98. And so you would look on your card, your bingo card here, and you would hope that you would find wild geranium somewhere along the line, and then you would mark that out. But on the back of wild geranium, it tells you about wild geranium. Wild geranium is found in woods and shady roadsides. It blooms from April through June. I mean, they're not totally in depth, but these are pretty wicked. As well as there's all these cards that are different things that have maypop and flax, horse mint, goldenrod, wild rose, aster, columbines, prickly pear, gay feather, spiderwort, trumpet. This is pretty dope. I know I'm showing my age. You don't use those words here anymore, right? Dope, it's not loud. Dope. No, anyway, whatever. Whatevs. We don't do that either. I'm old. Honeysuckle. So I'm super excited about this. And these little cards in this game will end up in my new Book of Shadows in the herbal department. I hope, I think. I'll use it in some way. In a different way than this. So there's that. Okay, so that's the thing I want to show you as well. Now, Now, for what came in the mail today, which actually didn't come in the mail today. It came a couple days ago, but the post office has been holding my stuff hostage because they just don't want to give it to me. I don't know. They don't want to redeliver. I don't know what the hell's going on. Amazon has decided to use the U.S. Postal Service as its carrier. When I used to have like some other courier, whatever, and they were better. At least they leave it at the door. Where right here on the sticker it says carrier. Leave if no response. Well, there you go. Nope, not me. I had to go and pick up several hijacked items from the post office today. After I had talked to the head of the delivery department and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that gets delivered is for my restaurant, like paper towels and olives and various stuff. Sometimes we slip a little witchy stuff into it. Like this. So here is 10 pounds of soy wax flake, as well as some wicking and wick holders, and some center thingies. Because I had such a great, fabulous, wonderful, and marvelous experience making my my Brigitte candle with my Brigitte oil, which I can tell you, if you haven't made that, you gotta make it. Like I am like all anointing all the time. And I learned this cool thing. I was watching somebody else's video about anointing and how to anoint yourself in oil, because I thought, well, I've made these, like now what do I do with them? And so I thought, and it just happened to come up. Did you know that when you're anointing yourself with oil, right, you take the oil that you've got and you put it on your finger and you dab it on your wrist, and dab it on your wrist, and you blend that together and you say, this is for what I do. This is for what I do with these hands. And then you dab a couple of little more drops here in the third eye and you say, this is for what I know. This is for what I know. And then you dab some on your little ankles right inside. Little ankles right inside. And you say, this is for where I go. What I know, what I do, where I go. Ha! You've now anointed yourself with this fabulous oil. You can say other things too, but I like it. I mean, and I do say other things with mine. I actually, on my chest here every day, anoint myself with imperfect love, imperfect trust 3 times over, right after I get out of the shower. It's one of my, that's my own personal thing. You don't have to do that. I just sort of made that up and it works for me. Man, oh man, I made prosperity oil and that is working. So if you're interested in the prosperity oil, I highly recommend that too. Because it is doing the job. Like, things are shifting like nobody's business. We had more people at the restaurant today than I have seen in quite some time. Awesome. Super great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Elements. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Prosperity Oil. It's been fabulous. And so things are coming around and I'm feeling very good about that, as well as just like I'm feeling very solidified on the path and what I'm choosing to do in my life these days and how much I'm learning to grow and study. And I spent a lot of time like yesterday down because I'm having a little back issue right now, which so I got to hang out with the heating pad and the computer and the notebook, Book Shadows, current one, that we're writing down some I started a whole new section on crystals and their correspondences, because these prayer beads that I have been making are just really good. They just feel really good. They sound really good. Jen's been wearing hers regularly, which thrills me. But I'm actually more thrilled that it just speaks to her. That's all I really want them to do, is just speak to you, speak to me. That's what they're for. They're just for, you know, for that. And whatever, if it makes you feel good, it works for you, then great. So, but, so I was just writing down some like correspondences to make sure that I put together the right beads, the right stones together to manifest the right combination of stuff. And let's see, is there anything else I want to say? I have, I don't know if you can see it over here. Can you see it over there? So this is the 7-day candle that I made with the Brigitte. I didn't make it with the Brigitte oil. I made it with all the stuff that went into the Brigitte oil, or milk, and I layered it in. But dude, I'm gonna have to like burn this 24/7. It's so taking forever. So we are gonna have a like, but I just can't leave it because of the kids. By kids, I mean like Sam and Lola and Oliver. You've seen them before. Bird, cat. I just can't let this go as much as I would love to. So I just keep it going. When I get up, I light it. And then if I have to run out, then I snuff it, and then I light it. So hopefully in the next several days we'll get to the bottom of this baby butt. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Like my whole life is filled with Brigitte smell. Like I'm anointed in it, and I smell this whole thing greatly. And I have filled it, actually, when I made it, I layered it with the herbs and the oils. It's like a seance. What was that show, that movie where they ran through like it with the filming on? Oh, I remember. It was some spooky, scary thing. But I layered all these herbs in there and crystals in there that I used in the oil. And so, but now as the layers come down, they're actually all collecting. And so I have an idea for those too. And I'm pretty excited about it, but I'm not going to tell you right now. It's going to be a surprise. You're going to have to continue to watch on. But it'll be good. It'll be good. You bet your bottom dollar. It'll be good. Here's a cool little dish I got too, thrifting. And this goes really fabulously on my emerald altar. It's a leaf, little plate. Cool. But it's fabulous colors, and really just like, because it's a leaf and it's in these like blue and the white, it's sort of like icy, and then it's like alive as well. There's because it's the multiple layers of color, and on that is this is the magic elixir, my Brigitte oil. Let's give her a little shake. And then people, I have magic here. This is, watch that video, make that oil. I wrote the recipe down, and if you have any questions at all, please, you know, we're all going to be like, it's going to be about all Brigitte all the time. It's just super good. So I'm going to take actually a little second and do it. Let's just do it, right? Let's just make it happen. So I'm going to put a few drops right here, and I'm going to ask Brigitte to anoint me and watch over me and guide me on my path for all the things that I do this, all things I do. And Brigitte to help show me the wisdom and help guide me for all the things I know. And ask Brigitte to help me see everywhere I go. So I just put those on right behind my ankle bones in that little hollow. And then and give thanks to Brigitte, all the ways you can say it, and give thanks for helping me to get here and to continue to prosper and to continue to open my soul and my spirit to the guidance and wisdom that I find here. I love it. So great. It took all the other lessons in life to get to here. And it's just great because now I'm open and ready to learn and have been learning so much and so excited about it. So I won't keep you kids any much longer because it is late. and I have gone on a little rampy page, and so watch for us to make more candles. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited. I have 10 pounds of wax and wicks already ready to ride. And yeah, I guess that's it. If anybody wants to know anything or has like questions or whatnot, just put them in the down bar. I've never said this before, but I guess I'll say it now. If you like what you see, press the subscribe button, and here comes Sam creeping in. If you like what you see, press the subscribe and press the bell. And anytime I make something, I don't get to sneak in live very often, but when I do, then I can. If not, then we'll make it as live as possible with these pre-records. How's that sound? Anyway, my hair, my rabbit, my Sam, my cool stone candle thing, and a cat butt. Sam? Gosh, damn it. Anyway, I hope you, many blessings to you all. I'll duck out of here and go to bed. It's been a long day. And yeah, that's it. So I'm Ella Bray. That's Sam. Lola's over there. Oliver's in bed. I got stuff to play with. I'm going to rip Dr. Zhivago up and turn that into my Book of Shadows. You all have a great night and a wonderful morning, and happy Immel, and we'll continue to carry on with this madness over the next couple days, right? All right, cool. Peace, cheers, blessings. Oh yeah, and one other thing, the Fae. So I talked about this before too, but I'm just so like intrigued by this thing that I have to show it again. It's this like terrarium planter that I put like those little fairy lights in, and it just goes off and on by itself. Like it's on right now, and when I wake up in the morning, it'll be off, and then it'll be on, and it'll be off, and it'll be on and off. Jen suggested that I put in rose quartz, smoky quartz, and Schlitz, something else. But I don't want to disturb it because it likes it. So, but I'm gonna show it to you. All right? Cool. And just keep your eyes on the Fae, and then tell me what to do. Does anybody know, like, what should I feed it? Is it like a chia? What is it? But I'm super intrigued by the whole thing. Right, there it is. So there's my terrarium with the fairy lights in it and crystals in it, and it just goes on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off every day, whenever it wants to. Mostly during the day it stays off, and then at some point at night I've only watched it go on once, but it does go on and off. It doesn't just go, it does it one time, once on, once off, when it wants to. There it is. There's my Fae. My Fae live in a box, and then but I want to like feed them or something, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go.